Go ahead, sir.
Nick from the West Bend Daily News. Carl, we talked a couple of weeks ago up at Road America about the commute back and forth between there and Sonoma. Everything here is kind of packed into 2 days this year as opposed to being 3 days in years past. Which is tougher, going cross-country like you did a couple weeks ago between Elkhart and Sonoma, or packing everything into 1 day nationwide, Sprint Cup practice, qualifying, and a race tonight?
I really like this the schedule this weekend. I think it's great. It's good for all the teams. It's good for all the crew members. It's good for the drivers. It makes it a lot easier for me to say, hey, Kate, bring the baby. Let's go to the races for a couple of days, instead of, being there for 4 days. So I think this is it's good. I don't exactly understand the economic impact, on these weekends versus, longer ones. But, boy, it sure is nice to come here and race and then go to the next one. That's nice.
Other questions for Carl? Got one back in the back, and then we'll move back over to Lewis. Go ahead.
Amanda Troutman with MRN Radio. Just another kind of a follow-up. Are you looking forward to going back to Gateway, your home track, next weekend? And also, are you planning on riding your bike from Columbia?
Yeah. Yes, I am looking forward to going to Gateway. Those wins at Gateway, to me, are like, that's it. There's no wins that are bigger. Those wins are as big as any of my Cup wins. So I love racing there. We've got a lot of folks are going to come out to the races that are that are local. Folks that don't get to go to the races a lot, but they're good friends of mine. And yeah, we're going to ride our bikes. We've got a pretty wild crew going. We're going to see if everybody can make it. It's about 200 miles. And the first part of the ride is going to be a charity event, and we're going to leave from Walt's Bicycle Shop in Columbia, Missouri, on Wednesday morning, and we're going to ride a really neat ride down to the Missouri River. It's about a 12 or 15 mile ride. And we got a bunch of folks that are going to help raise some money for a friend of mine that needs help with some hospital bills. So that's been really a big success. Last year it was, and I'm hoping a lot of people will join us. And it's just fun. It's fun to sit on the bike and ride through all that farmland and look at the river and stop at these little towns, and we have a good time.
Go ahead, Lewis.
Frank again. Carl, last week, Brian France, I believe he said something about the demographics of the NASCAR fans are getting older. I was wondering if you had any ideas about what you thought about attracting younger fans or keeping younger fans.
Yeah, I don't know the answer to that. There's some, there's a lot of psychology involved and a lot of marketing and stuff, but what's that? Yeah, it's the oldest we've ever been, but I feel young. I don't know the answer, man. I just I'm kind of I like things simple, and I like things to I don't know the word for it, but to kind of follow history. What's the word for that? Yeah, I like tradition. It's a good one. And so you're a wordsmith, but I don't know. I don't know. What is the question exactly? What do I think about it? Man, racing's cool, you guys. And here's the deal: we race at 200 miles an hour. There's always something that can happen. It's dynamic. It's exciting, and we can try. I have this overwhelming feeling like we're trying to make this championship some big dramatic thing. Every race we go to is a big deal. It means the world to me to win a race. So I think that drama is there, and it's there every week, and it's every team versus every team every week. And that's something that's unique in sports. And I don't think we aren't the same as basketball or football. And we don't have to be. It's okay. It's okay to be different, and it's okay we can have our own unique way of doing things. And our tradition has been, I believe, it's been very successful. It's an honor to be a part of this, and it will be an honor no matter how they do the point system, but I just believe simple's good.
Any further questions for Carl? Right up here, Jackie. Raise your hand there, Lee. Excuse me, Reed.
Hey, that's awesome. You did it too. I called you Lee last week. I felt really bad. Thank you.
There you go.
$5 later.
Reed Spencer with Sporting News. Are you and Kurt okay after the last deal last week?
I think so. What ended up happening is I thought Kurt was trying to wreck me, and when I went down and talked to him, it was obvious he thought I was trying to wreck him. I think that's just restrictor plate racing, coming to the line, and I think we're both just racing hard, and we ended up running into each other. I don't foresee there being any issue. There wasn't even that big of an issue. We were just kind of trying to figure it out, you know. On my side, at least, that's all I was trying to do, is figure out what was going on.
Anybody else? Over here, Mike Mulhern, MikeMulhern.net.
Mike Mulhern, yeah. What you're thinking about LeBron James thing on ESPN? Do you wish you were as big that you could have an hour of prime time specials or not? You're going to stay with Roush or whatever, or is that pretty a chintzy way for a professional athlete to work?
That's a good question. I don't know enough about LeBron James. You know, yeah, I don't know. I was trying to think of something clever to say. I'm sure everybody has something, but that's just pretty amazing how big of a deal that was. That's, you know, that was my my thought on it, but it was pretty interesting. I caught myself watching this morning and trying to figure out everything that went on. But now, far be it for me to tell him, you know, or judge him for what he's doing. He seems to be doing a pretty good job.
Anybody else for Carl? Okay, Carl, thanks a lot, and good luck this weekend.
All right, have
Thank
fun,
you.
guys. Thanks.